travel lovers. In this video, we talked about the Brazil travel guide. You can support us by subscribing to our channel. Undoubtedly, Brazil is one of the first countries that come to mind when it comes to holidays and excursions. The country, officially known as the Federal Republic of Brazil, is the fifth largest country in the world in terms of surface area and population, as well as the largest economic power of Latin America. Located in South America, this country was accidentally discovered by Portuguese explorers in 1500. Pedro Álvares, whose main purpose was to go to India, found the South America as a result of mishandling the sailor compass, and seized the land that belongs to Brazil today in the name of Portugal. Afterwards, the Spanish administration dominated this region, and in the following period, there were countless wars between Spain and Portugal for these lands, and the administration constantly changed. Brazil, which has existed for a long time as a colonial state, is now ruled by a federal republic. Brazilian food culture and food habits. Rice and beans are the country's main staple foods. While there is a kitchen in the south of the country where grilled dishes are dominant, flavors like coconut and okra are dominant in the north. Seafood dishes made with sugary egg bread and coconut, other fruit and vegetable mixtures, which are served almost every meal, are also quite common. In addition, Brazil is the world's largest producer and exporter. Many types of coffee are produced in the country. One of the coffees that stand out and must be tried is Ipanema Espresso. Brazilians consume bread, butter and fruit for breakfast. They prefer to spend their lunch lightly and have mainly fresh vegetables, potatoes and rice dishes. Evening meals are meals where family members come together. Soup is often preferred at the beginning of the meal. Then the meal is finished with fish, meat, black beans and rice dishes, and finally dessert. What to know about Brazil? The climate of Brazil, which is a very large country, differs significantly from region to region. For example, the best time to visit cities such as Salvador and Rio de Janeiro in the southern parts of the southern hemisphere is between December and April, while the best time to visit cities such as Manaus in the southern hemisphere is between June and November. Those who want to visit must take into account the seasonal conditions that can be experienced differently according to the region they want to go and the climate in our country. Brazilian traditions and culture. One of the first things that come to mind when it comes to Brazil is football. So football is an important part of the country's culture. Football support in the country has a worldwide reputation. If you come across the Derby Day on your visit, you can add an unforgettable experience to your trip. Brazil has one of the most colorful and diverse populations in the world, due to migration and racial mixing over the years. Starting with the influence of Portugal, the Netherlands and France, this diversity has reached today with the addition of slaves from Africa and subsequent German, Italian, Polish, Japanese and Arab immigrants. This has ensured that daily customs, meals, dances and music are both protected and intertwined with each other. Rio Carnival, which comes to the mind of almost everyone when talking about entertainment culture, is the world's most undisputed festival. Carnival is a fun time without borders for 4 days that coincides with February. Among other cultural events, São Paulo Fashion Week is when the heart of the colorful fashion of Latin America beats. In addition, the São Paulo International Film Festival has been one of Latin America's most important cinema events since 1976. 5 places you should see in Brazil. 1. Morro de São Paulo, Bahia. Morro de São Paulo, which is not allowed to enter cars or even pedestrians with shoes, is a settlement on the north end of Tinha Island in Bahia. Morro de São Paulo, where only bicycle use is free, is one of the dazzling spots of Brazil with its exquisite nature and untouched beaches. 2. Sugarloaf Hill. The easiest and most entertaining way to reach Sugarloaf Hill, which is among the most famous sights of the country with its unique view of the city from a bird's-eye view, is the cable car. Urca, which is the first stop of the two-stage cable car, has a beautiful view at least as much as Sugarloaf Hill. 3. Foz do Iguaçu, Paraná. Iguaçu Waterfall, one of the largest waterfalls in the world, is located in Foz do Iguaçu, in the state of Paraná in Brazil. People from all over the world go to Brazil to see this waterfall that spills into the borders of Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. While watching the enormous landscape here, you can be accompanied by raccoons, parrots and many different species living on Amazon. 4. Ouro Preto, Minas Gerais. Ouro Preto, an old colonial city founded by miners, may be the right address for you if you want to get bored with your feet constantly in the sand and do some cultural activities. The town's name means black gold. This region, which is a good example of Baroque architecture, is also evaluated by UNESCO under the World Heritage List. 5. Christ the Redeemer. The statue of Christ the Redeemer, which has become the symbol of the country, is one of the indispensable structures of promotional films about Brazil. The statue of Jesus, located on Mount Corcovado in the city of Rio de Janeiro, was built between 1926 and 1931. This statue, which is about 710 meters high, is located on the borders of Tijuca National Park with its wonderful city view. Bonus: Brazilian beaches. Porto de Galinhas, which has been repeatedly chosen as the best beach in Brazil, is a fascinating holiday paradise with tropical fish floating around in its clear waters. An amazing place where nature displays all its beauty. Among other popular beaches of the country, Copacabana, Baía do Sancho, Forno Beach, and Farol Beach.